It's your boy the Goon, and I'm back with another video. And today we about to react to breaking news: Tom Brady retires after 22 seasons.
Damn!
Let's get into the video.
We begin with breaking news here on NFL Network. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I'm Kayla Burton. This comes after 22 seasons, 7-time Super Bowl champion and longtime veteran quarterback Tom Brady is officially retiring. Now we welcome in NFL insider Ian Rappaport, who joins us. And Ian, we know that there has been speculation about Tom Brady's retirement, but this is official.
Yeah, this is Tom Brady's plan, and really no surprise when you consider his comments on his own podcast just a couple days ago. You know, Brady has been adamant for years and years and years that he wanted to play to 45 years old, wanted to kind of keep going and see maybe he could reach 50, and that he still felt like he was capable of playing. And then suddenly the conversation shifted a little bit. And, you know, as recently as last week, Tom Brady was telling people he wasn't quite sure, and he was, I would say, seriously considering retirement. He was weighing retirement. And then he started talking on his podcast about family, about doing what's right for his family, about making sure that he spent enough time with his children, about possibly stepping away from the game. And now he is expected to do this. It didn't seem like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers got a chance to make a final pitch to keep him. Instead, the quarterback who probably drew as much publicity as anyone over the course of the last 2 decades walks away on a Saturday afternoon without an announcement except for his own company chiming in on Twitter with congratulations.
And we also know, as you mentioned, his family being a big part of this decision, including his wife, Giselle. Do you know how important it was for his family to be a part of this role in his decision retiring?
Yeah, and you know, it sounds like Giselle has been pushing for retirement for some time, and I don't even think she's really been shy about that. I mean, she's basically said publicly that she wished he would retire. And I think if you're Tom Brady, you know, when this started coming out, I would say about a couple weeks ago, that Brady may retire, that he was considering what was he going to do, all of that, you know, people would ask, why would he retire? He's still healthy, he's still good. And I kept thinking, why would he not retire? Like, seriously, like he's healthy, he's 44 years old, he's won 7 Super Bowls, he has plenty of money and has a great life to go back to. At some point, isn't enough? And this seemed to be enough. And I think for Tom Brady, you know, his trip to Tampa worked out great, won a Super Bowl. Obviously, it did not go this year as he has hoped. A perfect time to step away with plenty of other opportunities. He's got a clothing line. He's got a production company that he's heavily involved in. Tom Brady will not be bored in retirement, but he will be in retirement.
Not bored at all. I mean, 5-time Super Bowl MVP, 3-time NFL MVP, and also, as we know this year, 15-time Pro Bowler, 6-time All-Pro. And we know that just what he has dedicated to both the Patriots organization as well as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers being able to win the Super Bowl championship. And Ian, we're seeing social media just take off right now from his former teammates, his now teammates. You know, what does this mean for the entire National Football League, including the guys that he was right beside this whole time?
Well, you know, of course it's an end of an era. I mean, Tom Brady is the greatest player of all time. He is the greatest player of all time. He is the greatest quarterback. He is the most decorated. He has won the most Super Bowls. He has had countless Pro Bowls and winning seasons, and, you know, the kind of longevity that is just not possible in the salary cap era unless you are first with the Patriots and then with the Bucs. Tom Brady. I mean, it's seismic. Now, it's also worth noting that the NFL is in a great place. You know, the NFL has some star quarterbacks, and we're going to see some of them on the field tomorrow for, you know, championship weekend. We're going to see Joe Burrow. We're going to see Patrick Mahomes. I mean, the NFL is in good hands, and Tom Brady left it in good hands, but no doubt this is the greatest player of all time, and him leaving is a dramatic shift for the NFL, for the Bucs, for the NFC South. I mean, is for everything that Brady has ever been involved in, dramatic.
And now, obviously, Tom Brady's just entire family, everything that has supported him, including TB12 Sports tweeting out this: 7 Super Bowl rings, just recognizing all the accolades that Tom Brady has devoted and accomplished here in the National Football League. 5 Super Bowl MVPs, 3 league MVP awards, 22 incredible seasons, Thank you for it all, Tom Brady. And now we welcome in the longtime Mike Giardi, who has been covering the Patriots for a very long time and been working alongside covering Tom Brady. And Mike, I mean, big news here on a Saturday. What more can you tell us?
Well, I think first things first, and Ian kind of touched on this, is I think you could see that he was almost at peace with this decision. And you listen to the podcast and knowing, having talked to him a couple years ago about this, and he brought up the family part of it and how much as you get to be an older player that you realize all the things that you're missing with all the sacrifices you have to make to be at the top of his game. And clearly Tom Brady didn't go out there and want to be anything less than the best. And to do that, it required so many steps along the way, especially as he got older, to fine tune his body and make sure that he was physically able to withstand a full season. And that means missing school plays and basketball games and not being able to help the kids with the homeworks. And, you know, he was so regimented about his routine, going to bed at 8:30 at night, you know, and missing maybe some of the things that you just do as a father that he wasn't able to do, and something he wasn't able to do as a husband because he was so committed to the game. And to understand this now is pretty impressive that he was able to, I think, in particular, find this second wind, if you will. And not to say that the first win he was over in 2013, 2014, but there was some concern with the Patriots that his play had been slipping a little bit, hence the drafting of Jimmy Garoppolo. We know the famous quote from Bill Belichick. We all know Tom's age and contract situation. And it was almost if that thing right there pushed him to greater heights again and said, I will rededicate myself even more to what I do now to be the greatest of all time. And he had a Hall of Fame career before Jimmy Garoppolo was drafted. And he had another Hall of Fame career after Jimmy was drafted.
Now it's my turn. God, it's crazy, bro. Like, to be honest, like, oh God, like, Tom Brady the best quarterback in the league, bro. Like, nobody fucking with him, bro. Like, he got 7, bro. What y'all got, bro? You feel me? At the end of the day, Jimmy G chokes in the what's called playoffs. So it is what it is with me. You know what I'm saying? Like Brady was like he was getting criticized for like during the league. Like you feel me? Like that shit was crazy. Like on everything. Like I mess with Brady. You know what I'm saying? Like to be honest, I'm a Raven fan, but I mess with Brady because Brady, like he showed people like he could really do it. Like when people would despise him, people was talking about, people was telling him he couldn't do it. He did it. You feel me? I'm just telling you all, bro. Like he was a cool person, bro. Like, feel me? He ain't dead, but feel me? He retired from football. You feel me? He got 7 rings. He's 44 years old. What do you need? He don't need football no more. To be honest, he's seeing that football ain't really for him. He now got to do kid stuff, all that. He gonna be having fun. 44-year-old been to the Super Bowl at least like 8, 10 times. Come on, bro. And out of them 10, he won 7. So at the end of the day, congrats to Brady and his family that he retired. The league is in good hands with Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, we good. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, like I feel like now it could be like a good teams, 2 good teams to play. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? The Bucs was a good organization. They Brady in, you feel me? It was cool, you feel me? But now it's time for the different teams to go to the playoffs. Now it's really gonna be interesting for next season, cause this season is almost over. You feel me? So like, I just thank you, Brady, for being who you was, the person that you was. He was a cool person. I never met him, but like over football career, I seen like how people doubted him, telling him he was gonna win, wasn't gonna win, and he won. You feel me? Surprised. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy the Goon, and I'm in.